Alright, in this final video we're going to set up a character to get ready for animating inside of Unity. Now there's a couple different ways in Unity you can go about this. You can create a sprite sheet that does your animations and bring that into Unity. Or you can create your pieces for your character to animate and actually animate it inside of Unity. And that's how we're going to set this up. Now, if anyone here is familiar with how we've done our Max and Maya training, you will remember the Talented Ball, which is the very first project that we do in either Maya or Max. And we're going to use the Talented Ball in our game here. So I am going to create him in a 2D fashion that will let us animate him in our game. Now, in our 3D training, the Talented Ball has no feet or legs. He's just a little yellowish ball with some brown hair and a black tuxedo on who's going to perform on a stage. So we're going to get kind of close. We are going to give him some extra stuff. So I'm going to create another layer, still in a 1024, and just click him in here somewhere, which preferably would be with my brush setting on. Hard brush. And we'll be just fine right there. And what I'm going to kind of do is build him, and then I'll separate the pieces at the end, and we'll see what that means once we get there. Alrighty, so we've got our little yellow circle, and now we're going to name our layers because we could get going a ways here. We're going to call this body. And next we're going to create his suit, I think. So I'm going to click and hold body so that I get this circle. I'm going to create a new layer. And I think I'm going to come in then. This time let's use our polygon lasso tool. Because I want his suit to have a bit of a downward angle to it. So it looks a little bit, gives a feeling of a column more. So we'll start up around here somewhere. And maybe down around here. And then I'm going to realize I screwed that up. Because I need to subtract that selection. So I'm going to hold Alt. I'm going to click. Get the angle I want here. Then I can just click up around and finish that off to subtract that out. So now I've got this nice little section here. And we will already set to white, so that's fine. We'll go ahead and dump that white in. And then we will come back. And we're going to basically do the same thing again. So now what we have left is this. And we're going to take our white and go to completely black. And we're going to fill that in. Alright, we're coming along alright. Now, let's go back to our brush setting. Really shrink that down. Somewhere right around there, I think. And let's put some black on there. Let's grab our little polygon lasso tool. And let's bucket that in. Alright, we've got him wearing his tuxedo. So now we're doing alright there. And this is going to be part of the body, so I'm going to go ahead and shrink this down now. I'm going to come back to my dodge tool. And I'm going to lighten that up just a little. Second thought, let's wait to do that because I want the highlights in his hair too. So let's do the hair next. So we'll create another layer, and we're going to collapse all these layers, but we're always working on a new layer, just so that we can not destroy what we're already happy with. Alright, so we'll just come up, and once again we're going to select this. And I'm going to click some brown here. Basically, I'm going to build an interesting curve into this. It's brown there. Just kind of fill this in. Shrink this down a little bit. You can see where I'm kind of matching the edge of the circle to where it's already painted. To start just building that out. And it's not perfect, but at the distance that it'll be visible, it doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, so I think that'll do us. We will collapse that down. Now we will bring in our highlights. And bring in a little darkness here. That's pretty good. So all in all, our guy is looking alright. And last for the body, I'm going to call this mouth. And let's see, how do we want to do this? I think for the mouth, we'll make it a lips. Something like that. And it was a nice bright red in the video, so we'll do that. That's not too bad. Kind of edit this a little bit. Now we can come in here and select this. And we're going to hit Control-Shift-I once again to invert that selection so that now everything on the outside is selected, and hit Delete. And now we got that mouth ready to go. Alright, next let's set up another layer, and let's call this one right or R I black. Basically, we're going to do the same thing we did for the mouth. Except now we're going to fill it in with black. So you can kind of see where all of this is going. Then I'm going to make another one. I'll call this RI White. Well, as long as I actually select it, RI White. And I'm going to come up here and do a select, modify, contract. Probably 8. See what 15 pixels does. Could have done more than that. So we're just going to do it again. Nah, I don't like that. You know what we're going to do? We're just going to pull it out again ourselves. Eye it up. Make that all white. Fill that in. Alrighty. Now, we're going to take each one of those layers and we're going to duplicate it. Then we're going to shrink it a little. Hold down Shift so it's uniform. And now we can animate the eyes any way we want. I'm going to grab all of these 4. And I'm going to right click and go to Group from Layers. Call this Eyes. So these things are just a little bit easier to deal with. But now we can move these around however we like.